Alright, well, I've acquired myself some nut files. They're made in Japan. They're the Uo Chikyu. I don't know if you can read that at all. It's not going to focus. Nah, it's not going to focus. Anyway, it's like these things. Alright, now I broke the first one already doing the first nut. They are fragile, but about 15-20 bucks a piece if you have to buy them individually. I think it was about $75 ordered off eBay for a set of 6. Now, just to see how it worked, I've already done the first slot. I'll show you afterwards how to check it at a little more depth, but let me just show you some of the procedure I've been using, which is, again, I'm just going to use these, and this is for the second one. I'm assuming they're probably right. All you have to do, basically, move your string out of the way, and then you just start filing. A little bit of care. You gotta try and keep it straight. That's how I snapped the first one. And it's going to take a while. What you do is you file a bit, check your play, your action, and it should just barely move, and that's a lot of action. This one I've done, and it's very little action. It's at that point, it's about where I like it. It's where it was before, which I was fairly pleased with the action on this before. So we just continue to do this. Still a ways to go. Do it slowly, check often. And just a slight downward angle on the headstock side of it, because you want the thing to rest near the front of the nut. Oh, we're very close. Yeah, a bit of a ways to go yet. There we go. Not there yet. Normally you can see how close it is to the fret. In case you're wondering and you can't see it here, I'm actually fretting at the 3rd fret, which means it's the 2nd fret and then the 1st one. So you're checking the clearance between the second fret, the first fret, and the nut, because that makes a straight line, and there should be just a little bit of play in there. Gonna have to get myself a workbench one of these days. This is somewhat awkward. Just a bit more. As you can see, this takes a while. By the way, before I started doing this, I also took a quick look at the Fender website. Fender University has a very good little video on how to do this. They use a slightly different type of nut file. That was the other choice I had. For now, this is going to work. These work fine. The other nut files are about the same price. Really try and be straight and vertical through this, because as I said, these things are fragile. Okay, I'm going to leave that one there for now. Clean little brass shavings out of there. And I'll get back to you. Alright, now I've cut the slots deeper, probably not more than about a half hour's work. Very carefully, you file it a little bit and check, file a little bit and check. Maybe still a touch on the high side, but it's better to be on the high side than on the low side, because you can't put the material back. It's keeping its tuning very nicely, and probably very shortly I will probably change the strings. Now there's one more thing I can do with this, and I may yet do with this, is, well, variety of sources I've listened to on the internet says that you shouldn't have the string too deeply buried in the nut. How that affects it, I honestly don't know, but down the road here, I will probably file the top of this down. Not a whole lot, just enough to bring it down to about where the top of the strings are. And we'll figure that out later. But right now, I'm going to leave it as is. Play with it a while, see if I have to make more adjustments. But it seems to be now working just fine. Not only that, but I can use the whammy bar. And perhaps I'll give it a little demonstration later. But for now, that's the end of this particular video. Thanks for watching.